Hello and welcome to our video on installing a rear view camera on an Audi R8 4S. The intention of this video is to give you an overview of what's involved, and it's not a step-by-step guide. So if that's what you're after, this is not for you. What we've done on this vehicle is we've removed the rear bumper. Lots of fun to do that. We had to remove the trims on each side of the engine cover. Then we removed the spoiler. And then we've got access to this top cover here, which then comes out. And then you can access all the bolts in the wheel arch liner and along the bottom of the bumper to take the bumper off. You then remove this plate here and you install this bracket with a genuine camera and then run the wiring through behind the heat shields. Note, this still needs thermal protection on there, which hasn't been installed. Run the wiring through inside the engine bay alongside the original loom and inside the vehicle. When we look inside the vehicle, this has still got the Audi MIB2 system, and you wire it into the back of the system. The one thing I forgot to add was that the power supply for the rear view camera does not come from the fuse box on the rear shelf. It actually comes from the front fuse box. So you've got to run a cabling along the sill with the original loom, and it actually goes on ST2 fuse number 6. So this is ST2, see 1, 2, 3, 4, and fuse number 6 is that one there, which is a 5 amp fuse. Lastly, we've got here the spoiler, which was a lot of fun to remove, as well as all the trims. One thing to note is these are the bumper bolts, and you can see a lot of them are very rusty. So a little bit of grease won't hurt when you put this back together. We've now reassembled everything. So in order to get this trim out here, you have to remove these trims along the side to get to all the bolts for this trim. You then have access to the bolts for the spoiler. So there's 2 bolts on this side and then 4 fasteners along the way. So you've got 2 nuts and 2 bolts. You then have access to the bolts for the top part of the bumper along the top. And then obviously all the bolts in the wheel arch all the way down and around and underneath. And of course, don't forget, when you drop the under tray, there's bolts from the bumper into the steelbook on the car. We've then coated this using the official Volkswagen tool. When you press the parking button, reversing camera with dynamic guidelines. We hope you found our video useful, and if you did, please hit like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.